It's scary. I don't like horror things. You think I'm the same bitch I was when I played Resident Evil? Well, you'd be right. I am still kind of a bitch. But you know what? I select this last option to do it anyway. I'm going to embrace my fears and try to fight forward. I'm trying to embrace the horror things more. Realize that most things are make-believe. And bro, it's Skullman. He has a... It's both fitting and horrible that I picked Mega Man for this. Wait, it's projectile! Yeah, that's what you think. I remember Skullman having missiles. She's doing nothing but physical attacks. You're not like Skullman! Oh, being a projectile-based warrior for this fight was a mistake. Alright, do not drop that blade for the love of God. Gives me an extra attack I'd actually use. But yeah, I'm trying to embrace horror things and try to get myself more accustomed to it. There definitely is a thrill for being, you know, scared by horror-related things. Ha! You can't deflect a freaking black hole, motherfucker! If you could, I'd be scared for all of reality! Yo, somebody who can deflect a black hole, just... Ow. Okay. I got embarrassed. Ow. My pride. There is definitely a thrill in being scared by things. You know, embracing the horror aspect can definitely have some charm. That's why I'm trying to grow up. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of horror things, but part of it is that I used to be scared as a kid. And zombies were definitely one of my fears as a kid. Did I ever go over that? Maybe I should. But anyway, welcome back everybody to our of Super Smash Bros. Ultimates, World of Light. This is your host, the MJ406, and I just went through that battle without taking damage after losing. That's beside the point. You live and you learn. But, yeah, I don't know if everyone knows the story why I hate zombies so much. Well, I think I kind of went over in Resident Evil. There's kind of a, you know, I remember trying to look at the original Resident Evil when I was still in middle school. Or I was still in elementary school when I saw it. I should have been here much sooner! Sorry, I'm fine, Don't worry, I'm not obsessed. Well, my brother, when I was graduating elementary school, got the Resident Evil remake on GameCube. I saw him play it. And, oh boy. Being the tender age of 10, it terrified me seeing a lot of that shit. So I was definitely uncomfortable with zombies for a while.
Ready?
And I think a year after that, my brother got Resident Evil 0. You know, the prequel game that, as far as I know, not a lot of people are a fan of. That's another game if I should debate going into that before I go to Resident Evil 2. Which I'm now starting to decide I'll go with the remake for 2 instead of the original. That, and I actually have a remake of 2, so... You know, you could actually see Resident Evil 2 remake in the future on my channel, so look forward to. But anyway, yeah, I was about to go to Resident Evil 0. I remember just watching them on the train. They tried to set up like the ultimate horror experience. They like turned off all the lights. They like had all the camera. They had like blankets like block off all the doorways so no light could get in. Like they wanted like true darkness so they could focus on nothing but the game. I remember watching after a half hour of all the other creatures and zombies. I was just like, I think I'm good. I don't need to see this. It definitely terrified me a bit as a kid. And then I think, a night later, Daisy joins the battle! Hello, Peach Clone. You are mine. I think the next night, I ended up having a dream. I think I was at, like, lunch? Back in my elementary school? Oh, right, I should probably reset the thing so I get my cannons back. My cannonballs. I think I remember at the time, oh man, they reset everything. Yeah, like I said, they reset everything, all the puzzles, so you gotta do it all again. I'm gonna finish that before I reset that. Sorry, prepping for the future. Now get out of my way. It might be good to get that cannonball back. But yeah, I remember having a dream I was eating lunch in elementary school, and I was just casually being bitten by a zombie. Just casually starting to get eaten. Yeah, in the middle of elementary school lunch. That was not a great dream. I woke up screaming my head off, and my older brother, who was sleeping in the same room as me at the time, as soon as I started screaming, basically put his blanket over his head, trying to hide from it. Yeah, I was really screaming like bloody murder. My goodness. I was very tender at that age, okay? I was very frightened of things. And, yeah, my parents basically had to console me about that. That was basically the time in my life I realized I was afraid of zombies. And most horror things. That's kind of what urged me to stay away from horror things in general. It was Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0's fault, so you know. If they wanted to scare people, they did their job. They did their job indeed. So, yeah, there you go. If you wondered why I don't like horror things, that's kind of why. It may have been a stupid reason, but you know, they can be very impressive when you're a kid. It stays in your subconscious, or unconscious even, and frickin', you know, makes it that much harder for you to want to, you know, conquer your fears. When, you know, you come to the point you're like, I would say deathly afraid, more as I just got extreme discomfort. I remember I tried to conquer that fear, like, way back before. Like, I think I tried to conquer it, like, 10 years ago when, another 3DS game I forgot. Resident Evil Revelations. I forgot. Oh. Okay, well, I did need the cannonball back, so I'm glad I did what I did. Why is Daisy here anyway? You know, why is she in the horror-themed place? I know Sarasa Land was kind of weird, but... Oh, right. Oh, it just resets everything in a certain area, including recollecting cannonballs that were used in said area. Right, that's how it works. I have a lot of cannonballs to use, too, from the looks of it. But I did try to play Resident Evil Revelations. I played the demo. I had the demo because I was also experimenting with my, 3DS Circle Pad Pro at the time. Remember the Circle Pad Pro? What a clunky thing that was for the original 3DS? And then, like, basically half a year later, they're like, okay, we're having a new 3DS, a new Nintendo 3DS that's stronger than the old one. Also the horrible name, New Nintendo 3DS. So dumb. Ready? Then again, Nintendo's never been great with naming things, especially system upgrades. At least DSi made sense, and then 3DS came out basically 2 years later. Like, not even 2 years later, I don't think. But, yeah, they basically had a more old-school, like, Resident Evil game for that, so I tried it. I was discovered by a demo. I died at one point, and I was just like, my stomach hurts. So I basically ended up giving up on it. Oh, the water actually damages you? Fuck you! I didn't even know that. I thought it just blasted you. Maybe you're on the ground and don't move, it does damage. I don't know. Unless that was a thing from Zora. Damn it. That hurt. But yeah. Well then, well, basically, the next time that was me trying to conquer my fears. You guys might have seen it last year. I went through the original, well, Resident Evil Remake, I should say. Not the original Resident Evil. Resident Evil Remake. Which I do still have the GameCube version. I just, you know, I had HD upgrade to that, so I figured that was the better way to do it. I figured why not, right? Hey, get away from me! I don't like you touching me! Ow. Rude. Come on, spirits. That wasn't what I wanted to have happen at all. Jerk. And yep, basically I've been trying to conquer my fears playing horror games since. Not that Castlevania is a big, like, horror series. As much as it's more just an action platformer series, it just happens to be, you know, greatly inspired. Okay, I can't see Shulk's face. There he is. Yeah, don't mind that. Sometimes the assets need time to load. Oh, that looked awkward. But, yeah, Castlevania is more of just a, it's a horror-themed action platformer. There's not too much horror to speak of, as in, like, you know, actually tried to... Oh, son of a bitch! Nicola. Oh, God! Another 3DS thing I forgot about! Nintendo Badge Arcade! That was another thing that was kind of neat. It's a free-to-play thing they basically had for you to try to, Oh, God, I might die. For you to basically get a bunch of, like, little images to have as nice visual flair for your 3DS menu. That was cool as well. But yeah, yes! I got Mega Man 7 Wily Machine! Wily Capsule, you cannot fuck with that! You're all doomed! Doomed! Are they Nintendo? That's a real question. Let's find out if I can get them all packed together. Yes! Thank you for joining together, you freaking idiots! Woo! Wow, that Final Smash came in handy. But yeah, okay, enough talking about 3DS. I did all that last time. Nintendo Badge Arcade was also a nice feature. I did put a lot of those little badge decorations on my 3DS. It was fun to look at. Oh, right, now I see what that path was for. Now I remember. I'll have to go back and do that. But first, mind if I get another capable fighter with me? Thank you. Yeah, the Castlevania series, another one of me trying to deal with horror. You know, take it nice and slow, because doing Resident Evil 1 Remake kind of... Well, I never got to the point I felt disgusted, but I just felt uncomfortable playing that. Ready? But hey, I was willing to replay it now, not nearly as uncomfortable as it used to be, so you know. Maybe I can find out if I eventually get to Resident Evil 2 Remake, if I'm still going to be comfortable. Then again, I don't know if the other games handle the horror aspect quite as well as Resident Evil 1. So some people still do say Resident Evil 1 Remake's the best Resident Evil game. But Resident Evil 2, either the original or its remake, still being great. I know the remake kind of goes more the action approach, so maybe I'll be more comfortable with it as well. But I know the horror's still there, and I know 4 Remake tried to instill more of the horror that was lost in the original Resident Evil 4, from what my friend told me anyway. I don't actually know, I'm just making a guess here. Actually, I want to do that if you don't mind. So I have a feeling. Actually, no. It's a good point. I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. Let's try this. Oh, yes, it goes up the castle. That's what it does. Right. Also, so like I realized. You know the reason they gave me this path here? It's so I can basically reclaim my other cannonball from this path, so I can carry it with me. There we go. Well, I guess Castlevania, I say using the horror thing as an excuse. I more just want to play the Castlevania series because I haven't. It's been a big old-school gaming classic I wanted to get to for so long, and I haven't. Like, the Belmont names are known extremely well in the gaming landscape. And the fact I haven't even, like, really played a single game of the series is quite astonishing, to be honest. So, yeah, I kind of want to, I wanted to go through Castlevania, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'll admit, I am ahead recording that series compared to where I'm at right now. So, I'll say at least this point in time, of the collection, I've played up to 3 at this very moment. So, yep, I still haven't gotten to Super 4 yet. And in that regard, I also haven't got to Castlevania Bloodlines. So, yep. I've only played 1 through 3 and a couple of the spin-offs. And I gotta say, it's definitely fun. The whipping mechanic is definitely a nice, somewhat ranged weapon. There's a great feel to using that whip. There really is. It feels so good. Like, man. I can't believe how fun it is to use a fucking whip like that. God damn. There we go, I can reset everything again. Which I probably should do. Although I want to check something else before I reset everything. And this kind of feels like they're incorporating on the more puzzle elements for this, or it's probably something that later Castlevania games do. By having puzzles. Oh yeah, I have another cannonball to get up there. Ooh. I think I looked before I just straight up abandoned that altogether. Had to come all the way out here. Let's get a treasure chest. Feels like Castlevania 2 all of a sudden. Weird how much I do appreciate Castlevania 2. Anyway. Yeah. Like, it's very simple in concept, but the gameplay just manages to be fun. Okay, so all you do is that. Alright. I figured I'd at least check. Oh, there's no point in being in there. You more want to be up here. Which I guess I should probably explore before I reset. Till I know I need the cannonballs again, I may as well just explore forward. I can deal with the puzzle again later. I'm assuming the later Castlevania games, because they're more Metroid-like, probably have actual puzzles, because, well, so far, the only puzzles you really get out of the freaking, the original Castlevania games is more of the platforming. Because they like to have the fun of having invisible floors. I'll admit that's something I've not been a big fan of when going through Castlevania games. Having invisible floors. Probably another reason why people love the Holy Water as one of the best weapons in all the games. Because you can use that to search for, you know, those hidden floors. And we're even getting some of the bosses as well. Like, does it say Parasite and Flea or Frankenstein and Flea? I didn't read. But yeah, that boss from the original Castlevania 1 was honestly the one that gave me the most trouble. Because freaking, man, that boss fight. Like, wasn't bad enough I had trouble getting through the stage as it was. But man, the boss fight did not do any favors. It really was such a travesty trying to go through the freaking main stages to get there. But then the flea kept attacking while you're trying to whip Frankenstein and not be hit by its giant body. And everything did 4 damage at that point. Or was it still 3 at the time? It might have been 3 damage. But either way, it felt like any time getting hit was basically going to be the end of it. So, yeah. It was painful. Ah, there we go. Our path back up. Ooh. See, it's worth going ahead before resetting so you don't waste as much time. See? Being smart helps. And we have Ridley in here. I mean, I guess they do have demonic entities and you're like Dracula, so... yeah, I guess I'm going to, deal this the way I should. By killing you. I could have considered Suit Samus, but you know what? I think we're just gonna go with, Mewtwo? Okay, sure. Why the heck not? Oh my god. Why do I keep getting spam calls from the NRA? I know it's a spam call, it's fake numbers, but their call ID keeps saying NRA! I don't even buy guns! My brother is the one that has guns, and he only has handguns. He doesn't have rifles. Yet. Fucking spam calls are the worst. But yeah. The Castlevania series is definitely a fun one. The weapon mechanics are fun. The platforming can be challenging. Damn it. Not to the point that... bro, did you just try to stab me with your tail? Get the fuck out of here. It's not challenging to the point it's like discouraging, because thankfully, the games have infinite continues. So, it's not like... it's more of a when you'll get through it, not if. For some other harder horror-themed games, like Ghosts and Goblins, if you don't learn how that game works, you'll be dying for what feels like forever. Don't ask me to play Ghosts and Goblins. I am never going to play that, because that just is a terrible idea. Ridley joins the battle! With the sharp object on his tail and everything! I keep forgetting he has an option to use his tail to attack. Not that it's that useful in this game, oddly enough. And I guess they base Ridley in this game more on his Super Metroid incarnation, which, well, of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Oh, no, they have a Kuma in here, too! Oh, jeez. All we can do is give you more health. You're fucked, buddy. No! Well, this is probably a bad idea, but go for it, Ridley. Let me experience true pain. I need to experience pain. Yeah. The platforming is definitely fun, though. I can see why it was such a big, like, series for old-school gaming, especially on the NES. Like, holy shit. Oh, we both have increased jump power and defense. You might actually be fucked, man. Oh, I'm the one taking all the damage, so So how about you fuck off and die, asshole? Oh, yeah, by the way, the instant death final smashes, which that is one of them. Oh my goodness! Hey!
Continue.
I forgot to mention, final, the instant death moves where you die at over 100% and you get hit by the critical blow of a final smash.
Ready? Go!
Those don't, work in, Jesus Christ! His damage output is so much higher than mine. Jesus Christ! Your power is so much better than mine. It's bullshit. It just leads to an iconic platform. It has both great combat with extremely memorable bosses, I must say. As much a pain in the ass some of them were, I'd be mistaken to say they weren't memorable, because they were fucking memorable, for sure. Am I the only one that has the increased damage happening to me, or is it him too? It really needs more me than him. I feel like he does take increased damage, just not a lot compared to me, where getting hit by a basic attack, I get thrown around like a ragdoll. I gotta say, I fucking hate it! That's right, bitch! Woo! Thank you, Ridley. I mean, it just had some of the best game design from the NES. It really did. In fact, it's unforgivingly challenging, while still being forgiving enough to just let you start the stage over and just try to keep fighting until you eventually beat it. You know, there's something about the charm of that series, and it really has stood the test of time from what I can tell. I say this as somebody who's literally only just played the frickin' NES ones at this point. I haven't played the advanced ones! Also, I haven't played the Game Boy Advance ones either. So, you know, I can always see why it's so iconic and people still see it as an arguable mascot series for Konami. Even though, you know, I guess the hype for Castlevania died after Symphony of the Night because, you know, Konami's big golden goose after that was Metal Gear Solid. So, you know, it makes sense as to why Castlevania ended up being forgotten in the later PS1 years and onward. Then again, there are also 3D games at the time, like Castlevania 64. Or, you know, whatever original Castlevania for the Nintendo 64 was. I think there was a sequel that was called Castlevania 64 that's actually good. All I know is that the first Castlevania game on the N64, it was just called Castlevania. It sucked. I just know it sucked badly. I've seen it in action, and I know it's an awkward mess. And, you know, another one of those things. Don't ask me to play it. I never intend on playing that garbage if I can help. Ken joins the battle. As much as I'm willing to play questionable games of certain series and franchises, I'm not going out of my way to play games that have a bad reputation that may not matter in regards to the lore of a series. Like, if I need to play a questionable game to get better understanding of a better game of the series, I'm willing to do that. But I'm not going to go out of my way to play a game I know is bad. I'm really not. Special move power! I kind of feel I was close to that. Alright, I'm going to work my way to double final smash, and then after that, airborne endurance might be good to get too. And critical health attack. Worry about those later. I got better special move power, so special moves certain characters will definitely be better to use. Another cannonball! I also kind of sucks going through this because I don't know most of these characters now, so it just feels awkward at this point. Alright, I got Ken. We got our Ryu clone. Where are you? There you are. You're not gonna fight us, so you're with Ryu, that's right. I do like Ken a little more than Ryu, but, you know, still Street Fighter characters in this game have not been my jam, especially when jumping's involved. Then again, they're mainly fighters, so platforming, I guess, makes sense for them not being able to do.
Go!
But yeah, there's still a lot of old school charm in the Castlevania series. You know me, I'm an old school gamer, so it friggin' sinks to my heart and soul, basically. It really does. I haven't even gotten to the later games where there's actually, like, big lore and, like, actual character development and stuff. Which, oh, I didn't mean to do that! I mean, that was totally as intended! I was trying to do a smash attack, but you know what? That was perfect. Oh, I forgot. They treat them like fighting game characters. Well, do what I always do in fighting games? Blindly spam, 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 and hope it works out. Oh, I love it when a plan works out in my favor without me even trying. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. Yeah, it's a great old school series. It definitely deserves the attention to have newer gamers try it out to appreciate some more old school gaming goodness. Oh, man. I can't wait to get further on in the series. I really can't. I know that according to two of my friends that, I'm aware at least that Super Castlevania 4 has the ability for you to whip upward as well as, I don't know about diagonal. I know at least whipping upward is a thing you have. Which, oh, I am going to be looking forward to the power to actually be able to whip things much more easily than just being able to only whip what's in front of me. Sounds like a godsend, to be honest. It almost sounds too good to be true. To be fair, as someone who's only experienced the first 3 games, it sounds that way.
Victory!
You know, actually being able to advance the whipping mechanics means I can probably make the game harder as well. Oh man, I'm excited to get Super 4! But enough about that. And you have an iconic villain in Dracula, which I should probably talk more about later. Since, you know, who do you think the boss of this place is gonna be? It's kind of spoilery. Death! Oh man. Who's really been one of my least favorite bosses in Castlevania games so far. I mean, Castlevania 2, the bosses were a joke, except for the last one, who just felt like he was absolute bullshit, so you had to abuse his mechanics to get through him, right? Death was a frequent tough adversary. Oh, good, I got Pirate. You're fucked. You're fucked. He was a frequent strong adversary that basically Holy Water was his Achilles heel.
Ready?
In 1 and...
Go!
Well, I guess I could say for 3 as well, even though you guys technically haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I'll say it. And technically it's also that for 3. But, you know, also the sub-weapon system. Also nice means you have your basic whip attack, and then, oh shit. That's why they gave me the fairy bottle. Oh right, because being 100% damage, if I hit from a smash attack by this scythe, I die. Then we don't try to have that happen. Oh no, he did a perfect guard. Fuck you, bro. Oh, right. Side B is the one I throw my blade. Side B. Again, I'm still rusty with certain characters. I haven't played in months, so I'm trying to remember how everybody works. My brother hasn't wanted to play me in this lately, so I don't remember what I'm doing now. But I'm working well enough, thanks to my upgrades to the skill tree. To help me get through. But yeah, Death is known as like the hardest boss in the original Castlevania. I would say he probably is if you don't have the Holy Water. But you know, the Holy Water, you basically just drop it in place and fuck him up. I did spend some time replaying some of the Castlevania games I had previously done. So, you know, trying to give myself more experience to make the latter games easier for myself in the future, you know? Now, I will say practicing 1 helped me slightly with 3. And I have been practicing 3 after I did it, but, you know, you guys get to still see my initial first, you know, playthrough experience, because, well, again, I did help my friend Code 9001 play through 1 through 3. I wasn't there for 4, so I don't really know much about it, minus, you know, the improvement of the whipping mechanics. And I want to say there's an alternate route there somewhere. Something to worry about later.
Ready?
And, you know, I got to dabble in 1 through 3, but other than that, I never really played through the whole game myself. And those were a long time ago anyway. Like, those LPs in those games were like 10 plus years ago, so yeah. Because I hadn't played them since, my memory on them is pretty foggy, minus a few details. Like, I can remember a lot of what's, but not a lot of hows and whys, if that makes sense. Like, I remember a lot of things that are in the game, but I don't remember how they work and, you know, why they work specific ways. So, yeah, don't worry. I'm not practicing any of the games beforehand. Like I said, it kind of gets rid of the genuine experience, me playing a game and getting a big practice run on it before I, you know, eat that bitch before I, you know, play for you guys. Especially when I'm intending to semi-blind. If numerous games in Clash are going to be blind, it's my first playthrough of them. I want it to feel genuine. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making them feel genuine. And that's kind of the whole point. I want it to be a genuine experience. At least that's what I'm hoping it would be. Alright, before I end this episode, let me go back and reset the things and try to get myself back on the path here with all my stuff reset. So that way I have all my cannonballs and shit. Because I want to have all my cannonballs. Oh, right. I need to shoot you up there, because shooting the other one down is pointless. And now I don't have to kill that one. I did reset the, thing here, right? Oh, right, that's how I got down here. God damn it! Want to go to the side! Well, yeah, it's a series I'm definitely looking forward to more. The bosses are great. The sub-weapon system, you only carry one at a time, so, you know, it can feel like a bit of a downer. But at the same time, you know, it helps provide balance. If you don't feel comfortable using your whip, you at the very least can use your, other sub-weapons to hopefully give yourself an advantage. So, yeah. Sub-weapons go. They will be very helpful for you uncovering certain strategies for certain boss, and helping you uncover a strategy to fight a difficult boss, or to say fuck you to standard enemies to make exploration easier. So, you know, it's definitely worth your time and consideration to look at the Castlevania series if you haven't already. It's a good. At least if you ask me, it's a good. I really do like what I've played so far. It makes me excited to play the rest of the games, you know? At least I hope that excitement is not, you know, unwarranted at this point. Well, let's go look at the shops and I'll end the episode there. But yep, Castlevania is fun. I definitely understand why it was a big part of old school gaming. It's another one of those things I feel like, you know, if you're trying to get into horror games, particularly platformers, and, you know, Metroid-style games as well, Castlevania is also kind of homework. But I prefer the, gameplay style of actual Metroid. I've started to definitely get an appreciation for Castlevania games. I'm having a lot of fun with those. It's certainly making things, you know, interesting to say the least. That I can, you know, use my Metroid knowledge a bit to help. Or at least I thought I could have. I ended up not being able to do so, so... Joke's on me! I thought I knew better! But yeah, it's fun! So, you know, you guys be sure to check out my Castlevania Anniversary Collection. And now I got to whore out my channel once more. Oh man, we're like almost halfway through this already. Well, the real puzzle begins now. This is also, unfortunately, the shortest of all these, special regions. So, yep. We'll probably get through it next time, but the time after that, yes, we'll probably be through it. By the way, Castlevania is fun. Come back next time. We'll explore more of Dracula's Castle and all this level stuff in order to make our way to the end, where the self-mentioned boss of Dracula's Castle awaits. Until then, I need to collect cannonballs, kill some spirits. We'll kill the ghouls to see the spirits. Yeah, I should call them spirits. Gotta differentiate them. They're evil ones that don't have a mind, where these ones have minds for them, and they are actual sentient beings that deserve to live. We're going to be rescuing them. Even more of them. So see you guys next time. Same thing as always. Rescuing spirits. That's the name of the game.